people at my church, you can't get another divorce. Oh yeah, I can. Oh yeah, I can. Go around there. They got lawyers out here. I can get another one. When something like this happens, our motto has always been to never address bloggers.
Right.
And we don't give it no room or speak.
No life.
No, nothing. Because we know who we are and we know whose we are. And so we don't address bloggers. When this came out, it's a little bit different because it's not gossip, rumor, or malicious lie. It came from the inside circle. Because we're inside circle. We're family.
Y'all, is it just me? Or have Steve and Marjorie been keeping a much lower profile ever since those cheating allegations involving Marjorie started making headlines? For a while, Steve seemed determined to brush the rumors aside, almost taking the same approach Wendy Williams often did by acting like everything was perfectly fine and that their marriage was stronger than ever. But many people believe Steve is deeply devoted to Marjorie and would go to great lengths to protect their relationship. Some rumors have even claimed he forgave her after allegedly catching her with his own bodyguard, though those claims remain unverified. So, what's really happening behind the scenes, and why have they become so quiet lately?
Why you black-ass people out there got these blogs like you just gonna destroy somebody? I don't really know what that's about. But don't worry about it, because it ain't working. These bottom feeders are just beating my wife up. And even though we've made a conscious effort and we said we're not going to address it, I'm tired. The part I'm coming with now is because it's been so ugly for my wife, man. And see, this is what I've never done before. It's been so ugly for my wife, and I've stood there trying not to say nothing.
In case you missed it, reports began circulating that Marjorie had allegedly been involved with Steve's bodyguard and personal chef. The rumors also claimed she had filed for divorce, was demanding $200 million, and planned to expose Steve's biggest secrets if the marriage ended. Those allegations quickly spread online, fueling endless speculation and debate. Then there's the love story Steve and Marjorie have often shared. According to Steve, they first met at one of his comedy shows when he was still an up-and-coming comedian. The moment he saw her, he says he knew she was the woman he would marry. Years later, in 2007, they finally tied the knot and appeared to begin their happily ever after together.
I came down front with my girlfriend. Our seats were right here at the front, right by the stage. So we were sitting here. The stage was here. So he's just quiet. He just keeps staring at me. So I'm waiting on him to make me a part of the show so we can get on with the show. So he stayed quiet so long, staring at me. Now everybody in the club is looking at me. And so he finally realized, okay, I got to say something. He was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know who this is, but I'm going to marry her."
However, when you hear the story from Marjorie Harvey, Steve Harvey's second wife, a very different version of events emerges. According to Mary, Steve and Marjorie didn't simply reconnect years later and fall back in love. Instead, she claimed that Marjorie was dating Steve's longtime bodyguard, chef, and close friend, William Freeman, better known as Big Boom, long before she became Steve's wife. Mary alleged that Marjorie didn't have much interaction with Steve while his marriage was still intact. But as Steve and Mary's relationship began falling apart, the situation allegedly changed. During one particularly difficult period, Steve and Big Boom reportedly traveled to Las Vegas so Steve could relax, clear his head, and get away from the stress surrounding his marriage. According to the story, one evening at a casino, Big Boom told Steve, "The only time I've ever seen you truly happy was when you were with Marjorie. Before you rush into another relationship, I'm calling her." Rather than encouraging Steve to work through his marital problems, Mary claimed that Big Boom brought Marjorie back into Steve's life. The two allegedly reconnected almost immediately, and Steve, trusting both of them, never suspected there might be anything unusual going on behind the scenes. The allegations become even more dramatic from there. According to the story that has circulated online, Steve eventually married Marjorie without signing a prenuptial agreement and legally adopted her children. Critics who believe these claims argue that once Marjorie had secured financial stability, she allegedly resumed a relationship with Big Boom. Some online rumors even claim that the affair continued after Steve and Marjorie were married until Steve supposedly discovered what had been happening. However, none of these allegations have been publicly substantiated. Supporters of these rumors also claim that Steve chose not to end the marriage because he feared what a divorce could cost him financially and personally. They argue that Marjorie had too much leverage and knew enough about Steve's private life to make any separation incredibly complicated. The speculation doesn't stop there. Long before she became known as Steve Harvey's stylish and glamorous wife, Marjorie's past has been the subject of countless online rumors and conspiracy theories. Various internet stories have claimed that she had relationships with men involved in drug trafficking and that she was connected to criminal investigations. Some rumors even allege that she was investigated alongside her first husband, Jim Townsend, who was eventually sentenced to prison on drug-related charges. Other online posts have repeated the nickname Lady Heroin, but there is no verified evidence establishing that Marjorie herself was convicted of drug-related crimes or that many of the more sensational claims about her are true. The rumors further claim that after Townsend went to prison, Marjorie later married Darnell Woods, who has also been linked online to criminal activity. Supporters of these theories point to these relationships as evidence that Marjorie always knew how to navigate difficult situations and come out ahead. However, much of this narrative is based on speculation rather than verified public records. As if that weren't enough, gossip surrounding the couple has included claims that Marjorie was preparing to file for divorce while demanding as much as $200 million and threatening to reveal damaging secrets about Steve. Those reports spread rapidly across social media, but they have never been confirmed by Steve or Marjorie. Meanwhile, Big Boom remained another key figure in these online stories. Having worked alongside Steve for years, he was said to have witnessed both Steve's struggles and his rise to fame. According to the rumors, he knew intimate details about Steve's career, including stories about the lengths Steve allegedly went to while trying to land major Hollywood opportunities. Fans often point to the well-known incident in which Bernie Mac publicly criticized Steve, accusing him of trying to take his role in Ocean's 11, as an example of the competitive environment surrounding Steve's career. Whether those old controversies have any connection to today's rumors is another question entirely, but they continue to fuel discussion whenever Steve Harvey's personal life makes headlines.
Something I believed it because he never lied to me. He told me that when he got Oceans, Steve called the producers to try to get his role and even wanted to take less money, and the producers told Steve no. That's what Bernie told Ed Lowe.
According to the rumors circulating online, Big Boom allegedly knows where all the bodies are buried when it comes to Steve Harvey's career. Supporters of these claims believe he has first-hand knowledge of Steve's relationships within the entertainment industry, including alleged attempts to sideline other comedians and behind-the-scenes business dealings with influential figures. None of these allegations have been publicly verified, but they continue to fuel speculation. The theory goes that if Steve had publicly turned against Marjorie or tried to handle their marriage the same way critics say he handled a split from Mary, Big Boom and Marjorie could have exposed damaging information that might have hurt Steve's reputation and career. Because of that, some believe Steve chose to stay silent, defend Marjorie against the rumors, and maintain the image of a happy marriage rather than risk a very public scandal. Many people who follow these stories argue that Marjorie has always held the upper hand in the relationship and isn't someone who would hesitate to walk away if it benefited her. The speculation gained even more attention after a leaked prison phone call involving Shirley Strawberry's husband. During the conversation, Shirley allegedly claimed that Marjorie keeps everyone at a distance and that those around her, including Steve, are careful not to cross her.
No,
Those comments only added more fuel to the ongoing rumors surrounding the couple.
He's scared. God, all of that, yeah, but yeah, everything. I knew I wasn't supposed to be in there, but he brought us in, so I said okay. But I mean, I'm glad he did because it gives you a chance to dream. You know, he was happy to see us.
Okay, all right, okay.
He always invites us over there. We don't never go.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's good.
Because I don't know if she's there, and I don't. Nope.
But do you know the irony of this entire situation? Now that Steve has reportedly found the courage to address the cheating rumors surrounding his marriage, many people online don't seem eager to sympathize with him. While most agree that infidelity is wrong, critics argue that Steve's past has made it difficult for some to feel sorry for him. They point to allegations that he left his first wife, Marcia, and their children because he believed they were holding him back as his career took off. Others also reference his highly publicized divorce from Mary Harvey, claiming he gained custody of their son, Winton, and that the legal battle left Mary in a difficult financial position. Those past controversies continue to shape how many people view the current rumors.
He did not show up. I was standing there alone with his attorney, at least the attorney that was representing us. He did not show. And the judge said, okay, you're divorced. That was that. The not having closure part was really devastating. But on top of that, he took my Winton. Took my Winton from me. He turned my son against me. Had me evicted from our house. Thrown out. All the businesses, all the money, the cars, at a moment when I was down and devastated.
Some people believe the irony is that Steve is now experiencing the same kind of heartbreak they feel he caused others throughout his life. According to that perspective, Marjorie outsmarting Steve is simply karma coming full circle after the way critics say he treated people in his past relationships. They argue that Marjorie knows plenty about Steve's behind-the-scenes dealings, while Steve may not know everything about her own past. Supporters of this view don't see Marjorie as Steve's perfect soulmate, but as someone who has always looked out for her own interests. They believe Steve can't claim to be the victim because, in their eyes, you eventually reap what you sow. What do you think? Will Marjorie ever decide to go through with a divorce, or will they stay together? Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye, baddies.